Hello. Right, I want to explain to you guys what's happening with your Google Classroom this year because it's different to what we did last year. Now, when you go into Google Classroom, you will see that you have two different classrooms here. So one says Class Resources Year 2 and the other says Digital Sketchbooks Year 2. Ignore all the others that I've got on my screen. That's for the other classes that I'm teaching. Okay, I'm going to talk you through the Class Resources one first. So if you go onto here and then click on classwork, you will see under the topics section down the side here is every unit that you had the option of doing this year. Okay, there are a lot of them. If you then click onto each topic, you will find the resources specific to that unit. Okay, you guys all know which units you are doing. You're obviously all doing different units. So this is the easiest way that I can come up with to give you guys the information you need on each unit and to store it all in a kind of logical order. So this is unit 11 that I clicked on, how artists and designers use 3D materials. And you can see that I have uploaded a whole range of different resources here. So I've got artist research as a slide document. I've put in a template for health and safety because that's one element of the criteria in this particular unit. I've also put in the checklist so that you know what you've got to do and the criteria that it relates to. Now, as we go through the year and as staff kind of produce resources, we will continue to add to this and so that you guys have always got access to different information that's going to help and support you through the units. Okay, some of them will have more than others because some of the units have more particular criteria. So for example, unit 20, exploring digital photography, is really technically quite complex. So you'll see that I've made presentations for individual pieces of criteria. So there are resources specific to P1, P2, and the list continues to help you guys. So my advice is always at the start of every project that you come onto here first, that you have a look at the resources that are available to you. You read through them, you look at them, you think about which ones are going to help you or push you in the direction that you want to go with your units. Because unlike last year, we're obviously not teaching all of you the same unit at the same time. So there's a bit more emphasis on you going and looking for the things that are going to support you and help you. Okay, so that's how this classroom works. This is purely just for resources to support you guys. You'll also notice you've got a tab here for personal development as well, and we'll probably add one for industry placement. Okay, if we go back to your second classroom, this one is titled Digital Sketchbooks Hand-In Only. Now, here is where we will have your digital sketchbooks for each of the units that you're doing. You can see in the topics, they're broken down into 4. So you've got your first and second unit, your third and fourth, fifth and sixth, and your final major project. When you click onto each assignment, you can see that there is a link to a digital sketchbook. So much like you were doing last year, this is where we want you to upload all of your work that you are doing. So your artist research, your analysis, photos of your practical samples, and you are going to submit this through this Google Classroom. So you can see the deadline for it here is the 5th of November at 4 o'clock. And we've asked you to not only submit your digital sketchbook, but also to upload an image, JPEG, please, of your final piece or pieces. So every time we come to a deadline, we're going to expect you guys to hand in your digital sketchbooks using this classroom. And we've made it separate just so that it's a little bit more streamlined for you guys, so you know that this classroom just contains your assignment hand in and your digital sketchbooks for each project as we come to it. So it's a little bit cleaner and a bit easier to navigate than going through the resources classroom, which is full of information. Okay, if you're ever not sure, by all means come and grab one of us and we can go through it with you.